Hello and welcome back to the Control Center. I'm your host Paul Black, and in this episode we are officially opening Pandora's box. Tonight we will spin the wheel and see what competitors will land the opportunity of a lifetime. So without further ado, let's begin, shall we? We will begin with the Global Championship. The Global Championship will be defended in a Fatal 4-Way match. This is the biggest threat to Crazy and Empire that Rogue Elite has built. This will now be a Fatal 4-Way deathmatch. Folks, this is a very first here in Pure Wrestling Alliance. Never before has there been a multi-man deathmatch here. You really never know what to expect when you open up Pandora's box. The back has been given to Jordan Bates. He is now the first competitor in this Fatal 4-Way contest. The true wild card has entered. Hailing from Little Italy, also from the Bronx, Swindle is no stranger to Jordan Biggs or a good old-fashioned brawl. Fate will always lead you back to that person. Huio and Jordan Biggs are about to come face to face for the first time since Huey's departure. This is exactly what we expected from Pandora's box. Safe to say, I smell change coming. Next we have a number 1 contenders match for the United States Championship. Now remember, the winner of this match faces the winner of Messenger vs. Jordan Jacobs later on tonight. Drayton Sawyer has shown nothing but destruction in the past. This could be the first step on a war path to championship gold, but who will stand in opposition to Sawyer? Let's find out. Oh my. Ladies and gentlemen, there will be blood in this war. It is Ace Taylor going up against arguably the most violent man in pure Drayton Sawyer in a last man standing match. The United States Championship scene continues to be the most exciting thing in pure wrestling alliance. Speaking of the United States Championship, let's find out what match these men will compete for that prize in. This war can end anywhere at any time, and so expect violence. And a lot of it. Jordan Jacobs has taken down every opposition placed before him. But this isn't like any other opponent he's ever faced. The messenger isn't human. And Jordan is probably going to find divine help for this war. Next, we're going to find out which two men are going to fight for the opportunity for the prestigious Global Championship. The last name you want to hear as a champion is Reckless Rebel. And that is now a reality for Crazy, as Reckless has landed an opportunity to potentially fight for that title once again. But who will oppose the Reckless one? Pandora's box can bring anything and anyone back. And King Tony is back. The problem will return at Pandora's box. Reckless and Tony are not strangers to each other. The once former tag team champions have quite the tumultuous relationship. So in what match will these men write their next chapter? Reckless Rebel has been rolling as of late, and promised a resurgence, and has delivered every single time, and currently sits undefeated in his last 3 matches. Reckless very well might just be back. And that can spell absolutely disaster for King Tony at Pandora's box. So much is at stake in this. With no title present, this still feels like the main event of the evening. Wow, what a match! To men in a 15-foot high steel structure, this couldn't get any bigger than this right here. And we'll put the debate to rest once and for all. King Tony has so much to prove. The doubters and skeptics have been louder than ever before. Can King Tony come back and remind the world who's still the king? Now we have our main event. Austin Zero versus the Moment Mason Brooks. Can Austin Zero capture the moment? Or is the moment going to be too much for Zero to overcome? Two out of 3 falls it is. And if this favors anyone, it's the challenger Austin Zero. He has 2 opportunities to take down Mason Brooks, but at the same time, he has to take down Mason Brooks twice as well, and that's no easy feat. This is a match about endurance. The man who can sit back and endure the most will walk out the world champion. Mason Brooks is not a stranger to a match of this kind. Mason defeated King Tony at Slamfest 7 in 2 out of 3 falls. So the experience factor sides with the word champion, but with Rogue Elite crumbling. Can he manage to keep his eye on the ball? Can he retain his championship while ensuring that Rogue Elite is fine? Tune into Pandora's Box Live on the Pure Wrestling Network on YouTube. Until then, I am Paul Black, wishing you a happy and healthy time until we meet again.